This training is to show you how to prepare count sheets, mostly for container or greenhouse operations. If you're going into the greenhouse and you're taking a look at what have you got available to sell and in what categories, this is the way to find these count sheets. First, start with inventory. Go to your inventory summary. That's the top box on the submenu. From the submenu, go down to the inventory reports in the lower right corner. When you call up this area, first thing is select all of the locations. You can click the select all button, or you can deselect all. Then you can go through and just select certain areas that you might want to check. In this case, I want to select all areas. The same with the plants. If you're just looking for certain plant material, you can go through and check only some items. In this case, I've got them all selected. In your salability codes, I recommend that you just go through and check only the available items, the ones that have yes under available. You may want to consider creating a salability code that has, instead of just not ready, you might want to have a salability code that is almost ready. These would be plant materials that are within 1 week of hitting their ready date. So if they're within a week to 10 days of hitting their ready date and they're almost ready, then you would be able to check this and they would be included on your report so that you could go out and take a look at what's out there in either currently ready status or almost ready status. So that's another use of salability codes. To find the reports that you're looking for to do greenhouse inspections, click this, and typically what you want is one of these two reports that has flat conversion on the name. So we have inventory by plant with flat conversion and inventory by location with flat conversion. Now the difference is only the grouping. On the one report, it takes all of this data and it groups it by location and it tells you what's in that location. This one is not going to tell you very much detail about what's available to sell. I can tell you what's in a location, but on a line-by-line basis, unless you go into your orders and say where you're going to pull from, I can't tell you what's available in that location. I can only tell you what's there. In this report, however, you can see what's available. Let's have a look at this one. I'm going to make this report a little bit bigger. Notice that in this report, I'm grouping by plant. So here's across this top line right here, slightly bigger. On this top line, I've got my plant. So I've got the plant material on the top line. I've got the first line across here is how many each is in my count, and this is my flat conversion, how many flats. So in this case, I've got 28 eaches, and that equates to 4 flats. So I've got this down telling me how many are available. So on my gallon perennials here, I've got, I should have 2 flats available to sell. And then if I move down into the next location, this tells me where they are. I've got, in my count location here, I've got 15. They're in C3, 15 Southwest. They're in bud and bloom stage. I've got 28 eaches, and I've got 4.6 flats. We'll probably round that back to 4 flats. So we've got 4 flats available here. And then as we continue to move down, we can see the same is true in others. So for example, in my 4-inch lunas here, as I move down, this tells me I should have 20 flats available, and it looks like they're in 2 locations. So I'm going to see some in bloom stage and some in full stage here, and then I can see the each and the flat conversion. So this little 15 here means that there's 15 per flat. So if I have 300 eaches, I have 20 flats. And this is my count, this is my ready and my not ready status, and then this group up here is my total for this whole plant in all locations. So this is my each count, my flat count, and my available to sell. So this should give you the ability to go through and do a greenhouse inspection and see what you've got available to show a customer. If you're just basically doing a count, then go through and do the location count. These locations will print in the sequence code in the walking sequence of your locations. So if you've gone into your location settings and set the display sequence so that it will print them not in alphabetical order, but in the order that you actually walk the greenhouse or walk the can yard, then they will print those in that order so that then you can take a walking tour of the property. And let's again go to a bigger one. And then in this location, I can see everything that I should have for available. I've got how many ready, not ready. Now again, these numbers, these totals at the top may not mean much to you because you're going to have a mix of inventory in that location, everything in the location. So this will tell you by plant how many you've got, count ready. But again, I can't tell you how many are available in this location because you haven't in your orders specified which ones we're going to pull that from. So since I don't know where they're going to come from, I can't tell you how many are available. But at this point, you at least know what's there. So if you're doing a physical inventory count and you just want to go to that location and say, my computer says these are there and they're ready, then go for it. Now, in this case, this particular report where I'm counting by location, I'm probably not interested in selecting only the available items. I may want to go ahead and just select all. So if I select everything in that location, then that particular report is going to show me everything that is either ready or not ready. So I'm going to just see everything in that location, and that's probably what I want to do. So here, in this case, I only have ready counts in this particular first location, but you can see I have more items. Oh no, excuse me. Here I do have a lot of not ready. In this column, I see all my not ready counts have come in. So I've got a great deal more to check. You've got a little room to write in here on your count sheet. So take this count sheet out to the greenhouse, update your information, and we'll enter it into the computer. We may want to consider collecting this information with a hand scanner and then downloading it into the computer so that these numbers don't have to be retyped in. So that should give you the tools you need to go count your greenhouses.